Okay, this is your week 5 video. This week's chapter is about art. I think that's one of the more intimidating chapters because there's so much of it, and the people who love it and talk about it seem so knowledgeable, at least to me. One of the interesting things I thought about this chapter that I'd like to get your take on was the sort of the rebellion against perfect likeness, because I think about that, and I think about how most children really like to create. They like to draw, they like to paint, they like to do stuff. But a lot of people really struggle with that once they realize that they cannot draw a person that looks exactly like a person. And that art movement sort of moved us away from that, and kind of back to where we could all like art again without it being perfect. I want you to read over the chapter, complete the Revel work, see what you get out of it. For the discussion, there is once again a specific video about that discussion. But I want you to know the more that you bring into that discussion, don't just use the references that I've given you. Find your own. Integrate it back to the text and relate the comic art discussion back to the fine art that the book is going over, and find similarities or differences or things like that. Sort of tailor it to yourself and make it your own. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I look forward to reading your work this week.